What's going on, guys? It's Justin from Push and Profit. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day today. Now in this video I want to show you guys how I day trade and scalp weekly options on TD Ameritrade. Right now I want to straight off say that this video is not for any beginners or rookies, in the sense that I'm not going to be explaining what options are and all that. Right, I'm not going to tell you guys what a strike price is. I want to say that for a different video. I want to save that content for something else. What I really wanted to go over is just my strategy and how I scalp options, right, on TD Ameritrade. So right now I'm on paper trading mode or on demand mode. So everything's like simulated. It's not real money, because obviously right now it's 9:12 p.m. and the markets are closed. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and click this box over here and make two boxes. Now this obviously would be a lot nicer if you had like separate monitors and all that, but unfortunately I'm going on one monitor. So hey, now basically, let's look at SPY real quick, right? So this is a SPY to stock, right? We're looking at SPY. And to go to the options chain, right, you would simply go to trade. And then right here, you have the options chain, right? So right now, let's just say the weeklies are August. This is the weeklies, right? Now, for SPY, this is how the options chain looks like. You have your strike prices all labeled right here. You have in the money, and then you have out the money, right? Now, weeklies, they're very risky in the sense that, they expire soon, so the theta burns your position quickly, right? Which is why I scalp them, right? I go in and out. I try like to stay in and out, like, and literally I try to get out in 1 minute, unless it's a position that's going so far in your favor where staying in would like actually make sense, right? So I'll explain that later on, right? So right now we see that SPY is it's at 292 right now, right? Now again, this is just an example, right? So we'll kind of go over all this, right? So it's at 292. So we're gonna go, and let's say I'm like, okay, well, strike. I mean, SPY I think is gonna go up, so I'm gonna go to the call side, right? This left hand corner or left hand side is the calls. This is the puts. I buy a call if I want, if I think this stock is gonna go up, and I buy a put if I think the underlying stock is gonna go down. Let's say I'm very bullish on SPY. I'm like, SPY is just gonna continue going up, right? So I could, buy a contract in the money, out the money, right? Now in the money, you're gonna have less data killing your position. However, you're like, the more the stock moves, is not like, if you get out the money, the more the stock moves, the more you're gonna make, right? But it is more riskier because it expires. So next, you're gonna want to make sure that you have, by the way, your spread to single, because these are single leg options. They're not verticals, right? We're not doing credit spreads or debit spreads. These are just single leg options, right? So you could just like go ahead and like buy it here, right? And that's what some people would do, but it's just not quick enough, right? Because we're scalping these weekly options. So what I do is I go ahead and I copy this, right? So I'll copy this area right here. So I'll copy this strike and everything, and this is the call, and I'll go ahead and I'll paste it right here, right? Hit enter, and boom. So now we have the chart for SPY, the underlying asset, and then we have the chart for, the option contract that we're trading of it. Now I take the chart away, right? Because I'm not looking at the chart. I set up active trader, and this is how I'll go in and how I'll go out. And then you could also hit this drop down menu, so you could see like you could set how many contracts you want to buy and get out at, right? So right now the contract for this call is trading at 0.87 cents. So let's say I just want to hit buy. So I'm going to buy 10 contracts. That's going to be about $855, right? So I hit send. Now, keep in mind that we are trading on on-demand mode, and it does get kind of wonky in the sense that there's a lot of lag. And sorry, I just had to scoot out my chair. But okay, so we just got filled, right? Now, again, we're on demand mode. Now, one thing that you have to take into consideration is that you're not going to see your P&L. You're not going to see your profit and loss. So one thing that I do is I either have my cell phone and I have TD Ameritrade open on my cell phone to see my profit and loss, or you could simply go to the monitor tab and just like toggle in between, and you would see like, hey, on SPY, down $5, right? Cool. Because obviously right here we're actually one strike, or we're just like 1 cent below where we initially purchased this contract at, because SPY is falling down, right? So again, like I said, like I'm in and out because the data will burn your position. So if this was to continue going up, you would just simply like set your limit order, or yeah, like on your active trader to get out. So like now we're up $5. And let's say I want to get out here, I just simply click, get out here. And we might not get filled just because, like I said, this is on demand mode. But we'll see. Right now it's showing that we are up like $45. Now you guys saw this was like a couple of seconds with only $800. Again, normally on a regular day trading in the real market, you probably get filled if you have your limit order and it's at that price. Especially if it's above your limit order. But like I said, it gets very wonky. Let me just go ahead and move it. We'll see if, okay, there we got filled, right? Like I said, it's very wonky on demand mode, so I apologize for that. But trust me, if you do this like on real trading on your real account, that's not gonna happen. You're gonna most likely get filled. So right here, we could see that we made $40 on SPY. Right now, again, I wasn't really trading SPY. Like I just bought in randomly. When you're scalping, you're not going to just buy in randomly. You're going to do your technical analysis, right? You're going to be like, okay, well, if this was a dip over here, like let's say this area was a potential support, because you're like, okay, the other day it dipped here and it went up. Today it dipped here and it went up. You would just do that. So you would imagine catching this whole trade. We made $40 literally with just $855 risking that with this small move right here, right? Now, if you're really doing your technical analysis, right, and you're actually trading for real, you would try to buy in at a good spot. So imagine trading this, right? How much you would have made doing this with only $855, right? So that's really my strategy. Now, again, we're trading weekly options. The data burns quickly on those. So if your option moves sideways or even downwards, you're just going to continue losing because theta is just going to continue burning your contract, which is why, like I said, you want to kind of just have your stop loss. If things start looking bad, just, get out, cut your losses, get out, right? And then, of course, if things are like for example, if today we got in over here in the beginning, yeah, theta will be like still burning our position, but it's like only when it starts going down or sideways. But for today, SPY pretty much did like 2% almost. So, we would have collected, just a whole lot of cash riding this whole move up. But yeah, hopefully this really helps a lot of you individuals trade weekly options. It's very risky. I don't recommend this for any new individuals who are new to options. But if you want to start paper trading it, get a little more familiar and comfortable with it, definitely try this strategy out. Again, like I said, it also helps if you have more monitors, but I'm doing one monitor. You don't need like the craziest setup. I think a lot of people think that you need to have all these monitors to trade. It's not the case. We just did $40 in like a couple minutes. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to get so much more in depth with like options, but it's hard to get in depth. Wow, I can't even pronounce that word. It's hard to get deep with options, like fully learn it. And then also it's risky. It's risky. It's like a really leveraged, financial instrument to trade. But yeah, hopefully that's helped you guys out. Again, my name is Justin from Push and Profit, and I'm out. Take care.